Hello students, today we will discuss last topic of the 5th chapter of class 8th and it is chance and probability. Before we start last exercise of 5th chapter, here are some terms which is related to the probability. So first we will discuss these points and after that we solve last exercise of 5th chapter. First term is chance. Chance is something that is taken in everyday life, and probability is the study of the chance, and the probability is the study of the chance of occurring a particular event. For example, taking raincoat on a cloudy day because there are chances of rain. Preparing for a topic in exams because the chance of it coming is more. Buying waitlisted train ticket because the chance of it confirming is high. Next topic is probability. Probability of occurrence of an event is defined as the ratio of favorable outcome to the total outcome. Next term is random experiment. An experiment which can result in a set of possible outcome. An outcome is the result of the experiment. Example, bowler bowling a ball in cricket, it can result in batsman hitting it, wicket, no ball, wide, etc. So these are the outcome of the bowling. Our next topic is event. Each outcome of an event or a collection of outcomes make an event. Example, tossing of coin results in getting a head, which is an event. Getting a tail is also an event. Next topic is equally likely outcomes. When the probability of all the outcomes in a random experiment is almost equal, it is known as equally likely outcomes. Example, tossing a coin. It can either result in the heads or tails, so two outcomes are equally likely. Okay students, so now we start exercise 5.3 and first question of 5.3 is list the outcomes you can see in these experiments. First one is spinning a wheel and second one is tossing two coins together. So you can clearly see here that a circular wheel are given in the figure, and in the circular wheel there are five parts in it, and each part are mentioned with an alphabet. So possible outcomes are A, B, C and D. In B part, tossing two coins together. So by tossing two coins together, the possible outcomes are head tail, tail head, head head, tail tail, where H and T represent head and tail of the coins respectively. Second question of exercise 5.3 is when a die is thrown, list the outcome of an event of getting a prime number, not a prime number, a number greater than 5, a number not greater than 5. So when we throw a dice, so we obtain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. Out of these, only 2, 3 and 5 are the prime numbers. So these are the outcome of an event of getting a prime number on the face of a dice. In B part, we have to find not a prime number. So remaining numbers are the not prime number and they are 1, 4 and 6. In second part, we have to find a number which is greater than 5. When we throw a dice, we obtain 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 as our outcomes. Out of these, only 6 is greater than 5. In B part of the second question, we have to find a number which is not greater than 5. Out of these outcome, a number not greater than 5 is possible when the number on the face of a dice is any one of the outcome 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. In third question, we have to find the probability of the pointer stopping on D in question number 1. B part, probability of getting an 8 from the well-stuffed shuffled deck of 52 playing card. In part C, probability of getting a red apple. So the pointer can stop at any one of the reason A, B, C and D. Out of these 5 cases, it is possible only one case that the pointer will stop at the reason D. So the probability is favorable outcome upon total outcome. So it is 1 upon 5. There are 52 cards in a deck of cards. Out of these 4 a card in one card, so probability of getting it is 4 upon 52 and it is 1 upon 30. In the figure you can see here there are 7 apples, out of which 4 are red and 3 are green. So probability of getting a red apple is favorable outcome upon total outcome. Probability of getting a red apple is equal to 4 upon 7. In question number 4, number 1 to 10 are written on 10 separate slips kept in a box and mixed well. One slip is chosen from the box without looking into it. What is the probability of getting a number 6, getting a number less than 6, getting a number greater than 6? Fourth part, getting a one digit number. So there are 10 slips in the box and 6 is written only on the one slip. So probability of getting a slip of number 6 is 1 upon 10. In second part, we have to find the probability getting a number less than 6. So there are 5 numbers which are less than 6, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So probability of getting a number less than 6 is 5 by 10 and it is 1 upon 2. In third part, we have to find the probability of getting a number greater than 6. So there are 4 numbers which are greater than 6 and these are 7, 8, 9 and 10. Probability of getting a number greater than 6 is 4 upon 10 is equal to 2 upon 5. In fourth part, getting a one digit number. So out of the 10 slips, only 9 slips are there in which one digit number. So probability of getting a single digit number is 9 upon 10. In fifth question, if you have a spinning wheel with the 3 green sector, 1 blue sector and 1 red sector, what is the probability getting a green sector, what is the probability getting a non-blue sector? So first we write total sector and they are 5 in number and we have to find the probability of getting a green sector. There are 3 green sector out of 5 sector, so probability of getting it is 3 upon 5. We will get a non-blue sector when we will get either a green sector or a red sector. Hence 4 cases of such type are possible in which we will get a non-blue sector. So probability of getting a non-blue sector is 4 upon 5. In sixth question, we have to find the probability of event given in the question number 2. So you can do this question by yourself as I mentioned in the earlier question.